In a quiet, secluded village surrounded by ancient forests, a young man named Kaido set out on a journey. His heart was heavy, burdened by regrets and mistakes that haunted his every step. His soul longed for peace, but his mind was trapped in an endless cycle of self-doubt and sorrow. Kaido had heard of a great Zen Master, Aiko, who lived deep in the forest. It was said that Aiko possessed the knowledge to heal restless minds and guide lost souls toward inner peace. Determined to seek clarity, Kaido embarked on a long and difficult journey through the dense woods. After hours of walking, Kaido finally arrived at a small wooden cottage. The scent of incense lingered in the air, blending with the fragrance of wildflowers. Master Aiko, a wise and serene figure, welcomed him with a gentle smile. "I see that you carry a heavy burden," Aiko said softly. Kaido lowered his head and confessed, "I cannot escape my past. My mistakes haunt me, and no matter how much I try to move forward, I feel trapped. How can I free my mind from these regrets?" Master Aiko nodded knowingly and motioned for Kaido to sit at a wooden table. On the table, there was a teapot, a pile of smooth pebbles, and a vase of fragrant flowers. "Let us begin your healing," Aiko said. Aiko picked up the teapot and handed it to Kaido. "Pour tea into this cup until I tell you to stop," he instructed. Kaido began pouring. The warm liquid filled the cup, rising steadily. He hesitated as the tea reached the brim, but Aiko remained silent. Unsure, Kaido continued pouring until the tea spilled over, soaking the table. "Master, the cup is overflowing," Kaido exclaimed. Aiko smiled and replied, "Your mind is just like this cup. It is filled to the brim with worries, regrets, and self-criticism. There is no space for new understanding, no room for peace. How can you receive wisdom when your mind is overflowing with unnecessary thoughts?" Kaido's eyes widened. He had been holding onto his past so tightly that he had left no space for growth, healing, or new experiences. This lesson is deeply tied to Buddhist philosophy. The mind, like the teacup, must be emptied of attachments and judgments before it can be filled with wisdom. Next, Aiko handed Kaido a small, smooth pebble. "Hold this tightly in your palm and think of your most painful regret," he said. Kaido closed his eyes, gripping the pebble, feeling the weight of his sorrow. After a few moments, Aiko gently instructed, "Now, open your hand and release the pebble." Kaido slowly let go, watching the pebble fall to the ground. A strange sensation of lightness washed over him. Holding on to regret is like holding on to a stone, Aiko explained. It serves no purpose but to weigh you down. The moment you let go, you free yourself. This is one of the hardest lessons in life. Regrets, grief, and resentment act like stones in our hearts. Carrying them for too long exhausts us. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing not to let the past control the present. A great Buddhist teaching says, "You cannot travel far if you carry too much baggage. The more we release, the lighter we become." Finally, Aiko led Kaido to a vase of fragrant flowers. "Breathe in their scent, observe their beauty," he said. Kaido took a deep breath, allowing the sweet aroma to fill his lungs. A sense of tranquility washed over him. Flowers do not regret the past or worry about the future, Aiko said. They simply bloom in the present moment. The same is true for you. When you focus on what is in front of you, rather than being trapped by the past, you'll find peace. Kaido understood. His entire life had been spent looking backward, lamenting what he could not change. But peace was never in the past. It was in the now. Many of us chase happiness, believing it lies in the future or is buried in the past. But true peace exists only in the present. Kaido left Master Aiko's cottage with a renewed sense of purpose. The lessons of the teapot, pebble, and flowers had transformed his perspective. He no longer clung to the past like an overflowing teapot. He released his burdens like the pebble falling from his palm. and he embraced the beauty of the present like a blooming flower. From that day forward, Kaido lived with a lighter heart. His journey toward inner peace was not yet over, but now he knew the way forward. This story carries 3 profound lessons that can help anyone find peace.